It has happened. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Davey Allison is live for the first time ever here on the NBR Racing channel. This is, I believe, the first time this channel has gone live in 7 or 8 years. And this is the first time Davey Allison, like I said, I think I've said that already, will be live. For those of you curious, we're going to do hopefully at least 3 to 4 races tonight. We're in 1996, if anyone forgot. You can go back through and watch the Davey Allison stuff. I have the notes here. I have the notes sitting next to me, all my notes throughout the years. 7 to 8-year-old notes, yes. All the way through the time. You'll hear me flip through this probably occasionally as we do the stream tonight. Where are we at, you may ask? We are at New Hampshire. Let me swap it over to NR. Let's hope this works. I think it did work. There we go. We're at R. For those of you curious, I have free cam open and running. So that is a nice thing. I see we have a lot of classic people in the chat tonight. And yes, a lot of people who've been long-time fans of Davey Allison series. Let me see if I can get this the right. Oh no, I just pulled all the pages out of their stack. Oh God. Well, that'll be a problem I'll deal with as the race is running. So, as we all know, oh God, this is turning into more and more of a mess, this stack of papers. Oh dear God. The binder has not handled the years of this series well. Oh my God. So, if you could see what I'm looking at right now. Coming in. Anyone remembers we were coming out of Daytona. Bobby Labonte won the Daytona race and swept Daytona in 1996 for the Stavola brothers in the 8 car. The points lead, though, is tight. The championship. Dale Earnhardt leads by 10 over Ricky Rudd and 104 over Terry Labonte. And Bobby Labonte's actually back there in 4th now in 151 back. I don't have any graphics, so I can't put this up to, be all fancy-dancy. We're just going to do this live. So, yeah, Bobby Hamilton, Davey Allison, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, and Jeff Burton are the rest of your top 10 in points. With that being said, we're in New Hampshire. 30 lap race. So that's what we're doing. So let me put that back down there. So let us go through your... That's not the button I wanted to do. Let's go back down R. No, we're professional here. We're professional. Let's go back. Let's go through your starting lineup for tonight's first race here. So we got what? Dale Jarrett on the pole. Ted Musgrave. He has not won a race yet this year. He's going to, though, hopefully, for his sake. Derek Cope, the 1990 Daytona 500 winner. Ricky Craven, the driver at the 41. Ricky Rudd, second place in points. Jeff Burton, his first year at Roush here in the 99 car. Terry Labonte, the 1984 champion. Dale Earnhardt, the 1994 3. No, he's actually not. Didn't win the 94 championships, right? Davey Allison won in this. I'm not gonna. He's 6-time champion. Jimmy Spencer. Dick Trickle. I just want to make sure I remember these. Davey Allison. Sterling Marlin. Mark Martin. Ernie Irvin. The 23, that's what, Jerry Mayfield? Okay, that still is Jerry Mayfield. This is Robert Presley. Jeff Gordon. The number 19 of Loy Allen Jr. Ken Schrader. Bobby Hamilton still, right? Bobby Hamilton's still in this puppy, yep. The 21 of Michael Waltrip. Remember him. Steve Grissom, right? Or Greg Sachs. Huh. Jeffrey Bodine, Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace, Bobby Labonte, Rick Mass still in this car. The 81, Kenny Wallace. 75, the Butch Mock car, Morgan Shepherd. The 77, that's Bobby Hillin Jr. still. That's what I thought. But Johnny Benson is in this car. Dave Marcus. Kyle Petty. Darrell Waltrip. Lake Speed, the 37 of John Andretti. The 22, Ward Burton. This is Randy McDonald back here. Wally Dallenbach Jr. Yeah, Bill. And the 87 of Joe Nemechek. I don't know why I'd look for that one. So, yeah, there we go. This is the field. Let me pull this up here. Let us go racing. You have to like fast forward through the replay. There we go. So, this is it. The way this is going to work, generally speaking, I'm going to kind of call the race, but I'm also going to just, watch. So, for like an avid race fan. This is a weird camera angle. What the hell's that camera angle? That's TV1. Anyway. For some reason I did this at the New Hampshire 2005. There is already a person stalled on the... What is this camera? Oh my god, the cameras are bad here. Joe Nemechek has stalled. What has happened to the driver of the 87 Burger King car? Don't tell me he broke. He died. He broke on the... It looks like someone has stolen the carburetor off of that car and has ran for their life. So that is a rough state of affairs for Joe Nemechek. Free cam turns object clipping off. Well, son of a gun, we're going to have to fight that all race. Yep. I was going to have... we'll fix it maybe after this race, but... Green flag, by the way. But what was I was going to have free cam on so I could, you know, do this at any point. Oh, God. I think he's going to be inside the car. Look! Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look, they're all getting up to speed down the backstretch here. At, 1996 New Hampshire. Let me drink some water here. Look at that. Dale Jarrett's getting a strong lead here over Musgrave. Look at that as we're coming through lap number 1. Look at here at Ricky Rudd. Oh, God. Who, I think is leading the points as we speak at this moment. He'll be probably tied with Dale right now. You can see here's the points leader right back there. He's going under the 16 of Musgrave here for the second place position. Dale is trying to clear Derek Cope there for 4th. Two Fords stuck on the high side here as another Ford tries to pass it. Oh, Joe Nemechek's going, folks. Joe Nemechek is gone. Where's Bob or Dale Jarrett? What's he up to? He's right there. He's still going. Let's take a look back here. Dale Earnhardt's cleared. Yeah, 98 there, Derek Cope. Oh, God, here comes... Dick Trickle's having a hell of a run right now. So, let's see what Dick Trickle can do. Look at his name on the rain rail. I don't know why, it just looks like it's in all caps. Oh, he's going for it here. Look at him. He's going under him. Look at this. Look how tight they're going to get right here. Look at it. Oh. I mean, they're just on top of each other right here. There's Davey. Davey should be coming here any moment. Nope, he's just staying in line. Oh, no, Mark Martin, though. Look at him. Where'd he come from? Look at Mark. Look at him get at it in that thing. Yeah, this. We got a lot of Fords right now. Davey's actually pushed up the track right now. Here comes Jimmy Spencer. Let's go back up to the front here. Uh-oh, Musgrave's getting pressured. That's the pace car. It's Brett Bodine. Oh, no, wait. That's not Brett Bodine. That's, always in our hearts, Brett Bodine. Look at this. Right now, I believe the points lead would be going to the man right here, Ricky Rudd. It's Dale Earnhardt pressures number 16 car here. So let's go back here. This is a knot of cars. Mark Martin trying to weave through them here. Dick Trickle right there as well. Davey Allison to the inside here. Look at that. Davey Allison working the bottom groove here on the 5 car. Terry Labonte coming up off of turn number 4. There it is, the number 12. If this is bothering for people, I'll stop doing this, but it helps avoid all the objects right now. Look at Jeff Gordon back there. He's battling Ernie Irvan. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, God. That feels disorientating. Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Hold on a minute. Ricky Rudd is there. Look at this. He's going under him. Oh, Dale Jarrett. Oh, God. My camera work. They're neck and neck. Oh, boy. The NFL on Fox. Side by side. I think Ricky Rudd led the lap. He got that 5 bonus points there. I don't know if he's going to clear him here, maybe. He might just Ugh. Oh no, Dale got the run back on the top groove. He's actually gonna, I think, maybe push ahead here down the. Oh, he's gonna clear him. Oh, but Ricky sent it back in. Oh no, and there comes Dale. Look at him back there. Dale Earnhardt's coming. He just cleared Ted for third. Evolutionary technology on display. The perpetual drone cam here. Oh, I think he's gonna just. He does. He got him. Look at him. No, wait. No, he's coming back again. Yes, I can see the chat. Ernie is in the 88, for those who are curious. I think I can see the chat. Sorry, I'm getting into the race. This is intense. Look at this. He's going to clear him. Oh, look at that. Oh, God, we hit the catch fence. And now Ricky Rudd's going to set sail here. Maybe Dale Earnhardt might have something to say about it, though, if he can get him. Look at that. Mark Martin in the picture there on his teammate back there. Look at that. Field. Looking quite racy here. Terry Labonte back there fighting Dick Trickle. Let's take a look here at the... just tapped her. Alright, so... here's your top 10 right now. About a third of the way through the race. 98, 99 back there. 12. Who's running bad? Joe Nemechek's 2 laps down. Darrell Waltrip having a bad day. So, that's what that looks like right now. Let's go through the field a little bit here for a moment. Oh, no, wait, we got a battle. Hold on. I was going to say we go through the field. Nope, we're going to go take a look at Dale Earnhardt. He's battling. Dale. It's a Dale and Dale show for third place here. Neck and neck off of turn number 2. Oh, man. Dale's not going to be able to hold it there down in the 3 probably. Oh, he does. Oh, man. Man in black. I think he's just going to clear him there. Dale's going to have to slot back in line and readjust possibly. But here comes Mark. Look at that. Mark Martin coming back up into the fold here possibly. These 3 drivers here, in real life, they're all Hall of Famers. I think the whole top 10 is... top 5 is Hall of Famers now. Who's 5th? Okay, Ted Musgrave is not a Hall of Famer. Look at this. They're all stacked up here. Look at them, all 4 of them under a blanket. They are digging here. Will Mark go on Dale here? Let's take a look-see. He's going to look low. I don't think he's got enough momentum to... oh, no. No. He might... I don't think he's got enough of it. Ooh. Mark might have some here. There's Terry Labonte. Now the top 5 are all Hall of Famers. And then you got Dick Trickle and Ted Musgrave back there fighting. Davey Allison back there in I think 7th. There's Jeff Burton way back there. We got a knot just outside the top 10. What is going on back there? Looks like there's 5 people all fighting one another. What's going on back up here? Mark still can't do anything. Over here, Ricky's actually starting to pull away a little bit. How far are we through this race? We're halfway. Alright, I think we should be expecting pit stops soon. I mean, there's a contingent back there that are just scrapping. Let's go to them. Look at these guys. They're brawling back here. Oh, Gordon's going for it. Look at him. Derek Cope doesn't know what he's doing. He's all crossed up. He's got quarter round of steering and then he's panicking. Oh, baby. Neck and neck here. Bill Elliott on the outside. Oh, God, didn't mean to do that. There's Rusty Walls there coming up to the field as well. Rusty's not had a super great year. He had a good 95, but not a great 96. He won the Daytona 500. Oh, whoopsie daisy. In the Daytona 500 in 1995. Back up towards the front here, though. These guys are all stacked up here. Ooh, Mark Martin really trying to find a way around Dale Earnhardt. Terry Labonte coming up in here as well. Besides Derek or Jimmy Spencer getting shut out there. Roy Allen Jr. coming up. Bobby Labonte, last week's winner, back here. Dave Marcus throttling up. Damn. So, as we continue. Oh, Mark Martin going forward again. He's going deep this time. I actually had a chance here to get by Dale. Pit stop should be in about the next 5 to 6 laps if I had to prosper. I don't know. You know what the saying is. I don't need to say it. Let me take a look here at the points. Oh God. Again, the sheets are falling apart a little bit. He's right there. He's on them. Oh, wait, hold a minute. Hold on a minute. I see some checking up here. I think Dale Jarrett's pitting. Either that or he blew up. I'm assuming he's pitting. Here comes Dick Trickle. Jeff Burton. Will we see anybody else coming? Oh my God! Oh, I thought he was going to hit the pit wall. Oh God. There you go. When will Ricky Rudd pit? That is the ultimate question. Oh, he's pitting this time. How will this affect the overcut, the undercut? Everybody's coming in. Every man from every crew. This is it, folks. This is the moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Darrell Waltrip's going to be in the way. Oh, he cut off Dale. Oh, that's a ton of time lost for Dale Earnhardt as Darrell Waltrip cuts him off on the pit lane. That could be crucial in this race. And now everybody's in. Taking 4 fresh Goodyear tires, I would assume. Maybe 2 if they want to really chance it. Looks like they're taking 2, actually. Never mind. The hell with what I just said. And Ricky Rudd is off. And he's going to beat everybody off pit lane here. Mark Martin's actually going to get Dale for second. Wow. And where is Dale Jarrett? Where is Dale Jarrett? I think we beat Dale Jarrett, everybody. Dale Jarrett is not even going to get Dale. Wow. And now Ricky Rudd, and looks like he's going to have a lot of clean sailing here, but not even 10 laps to go. He's coming around the 8 this time. Dale's going to be 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. 10th place is going to be the 23 of Jeremy Mayfield. So let's take a look-see here. Oh. Look-see. Oh gosh darn it. I really need to get a better binder. Oh. Let's go back up towards the field here. Oh, Joe Nemechek's pitting. Maybe he's giving up. What's the lap times here? So we got 34.08, 31.015, 33.5 from Dale. That was a half-tenth quicker. Dale Jarrett, 8/10 faster. Maybe he could catch him. 3 seconds. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what happened to Dale Jarrett. I might take a look at his pit stop here. Let's actually take a look at Dale Jarrett's pit stop. I'm very curious. Take a look-see here. Just kind of whoopsie. Put a pause on things here for a second. Just go back. So did he have something happen? Oh, he had a look at his slow get in here. Watch how slow this is gonna be. Look at this. He missed his box. That's very much what happened there. He just missed his box. Well, that's interesting. So now he's behind Dale Earnhardt here. That turned to 32.825 versus a 30. Yeah, he's about a half second faster here. He needs to get around Dale and then try and get around the 6 car. Only 5 laps to go. Take that down for a moment. Ooh, look at him. He's getting a really good bite there, but Dale's actually under Mark. Dale's going to get a really good drive under Mark here. I know what it's going to be down the back stretch. Here's Rudd. Way ahead here. We're coming to 4 laps to go. It's like Dale is going to slot in line at the moment. This is going to really hold up Dale Jarrett. And actually, Dale Jarrett's getting now passed by the 90. Just trying to figure out who am I on right now. There we go. There we go. I wanted to try and get to Dale, so I'm not. Here he goes. From the 3 laps to go this time by, Dale Earnhardt is going to need to try and basically cover Ricky Rudd, because Ricky Rudd's actually going to get max points here with the way this is toggling out. He's going to lead the most laps and win the race. And Dale just needs to try and cover him as best as he can, and maybe make it so the points lead is still very close to leaving this race. He's going to do that right there. Dale Earnhardt will put it into basically a virtual tie with the pass of Mark Martin. That's 5 valuable points for Dale Earnhardt here as he tries to complete this pass on Mark Martin. I should not say it is complete. He still has not yet cleared him. But we come to 2 laps to go. He's basically going to put Mark in a situation where it's borderline impossible to react. And now with Dale Jarrett on the inside of Mark, looks like Mark will be fighting for a possible top 3 at best here. Actually, he's going to clear. Mark's going to clear here, but Dale gets 2nd place. Now Dale will maybe try and see if he can hold on here as Mark really rolls up on him here, coming to the white flag of the race here. White flag for Ricky Rudd. Dale Earnhardt pulls away. Ricky Rudd, he is nearly just under a mile away from what will be his 17th career victory. Ricky Rudd coming through turns 1 and 2 for the last time down the back straightaway. The crowd on their feet. The Tide heads. The Tide head? I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Anyway, regardless, off of turn number 4, Ricky Rudd is going to master the magic mile with winning. Dale Earnhardt finishing 2nd, Mark Martin 3rd, Dale Jarrett 4th, 5th place Dick Trickle, 7th Terry Labonte, 8th Jeff Burton, 9th Jeff Gordon, 10th Sterling Marlin, and the rest of your field I'll put up what you're seeing cross over the line right now. You see most of them coming through here, finishing up the field. There you go. There's the rest of your field there. Mayfield, Waltrip, Musgrave Falls the 13th. What has happened? What has happened? Why are we on the back stretch? I think it defaulted back to pit lane 1. So yeah, Rusty, Bobby Hamilton, Ernie Irvin, Derek Cope, Moy Allen, Jimmy Spencer, Ken Schrader. And you see the rest of the field there. Bad day for Joe Nemechek, who finishes 2 laps down. So with that, 16 races are down in 1996 with 15 races remaining. We have entered the second half of the season, and now we look at the next race on the calendar. Let me get you to that right now. Yes, What do we think of that race? What do we think of the most recent Davey Allison race? What's everyone's opinions, takes, feelings? Jubilation, jubilee, disbelief, incredulous, emotion? What do we all think here? Oh. Well, he's still alive. And you liked it, good. And I'm glad everybody either liked it or just is screaming that they're still alive. With that, we are going to another place. We're going to the Bermuda Triangle of NASCAR, folks. Place where drivers' dreams might come to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to Pocono. Oh, God. Nope. Let's go through your field here. We got Dale Earnhardt on the pole. Look at that. The Intimidator in here. He's up on the wheel. Coming into this race. Ricky Rudd has stolen the points lead from him. It is 5 points. 5 measly points between Ricky Rudd and Dale Earnhardt. Terry Labonte is third. Terry Labonte has fallen back, though. He's 129 back, and you don't even see where he is on the starting grid right now. We'll get them, though, when we go through the field. Davey Allison. He has actually moved to fourth in points now, but he is over 200 back. 200 points back. He's over a race back. He's going to need bad luck out of Rudd and or Dale Earnhardt if he wants to have a shot at this championship. Bobby Hamilton with 2,112 points. I feel like I had to mention that number. 2,112 points. Bobby Hamilton. He is fifth in points coming into this race. Another great year for Bobby Hamilton, by the way. It doesn't feel like he really does a whole lot, but that 43 team, once again, just having a great season. Bobby Labonte, 6th, 2,099 points. He's back quite a ways. Jeff Gordon moves up to 7th. Mark Martin, 8th. Dale Jarrett, 9th. Jeff Burton is top 10. And some people outside the top 10 of points. Ernie Irvan, 11th. Ted Musgrave, 12th. Ken Schrader, 13th. 14th, Michael Waltrip. And 15th, Jimmy Spencer. But let's go through your field here at good old Pocono. Let me set this down here for a moment. So, Dale Earnhardt is on the pole. Ernie Irvan is second to his outside pole. Mark Martin third. Fourth, Ricky Rudd, the points leader now. Jeff Gordon starts alongside Jeff Bodine, not common spelling. Davey Allison starts next to 1990 Daytona 500 winner Derek Cope. Steve Grissom and Dale Jarrett sit alongside one another. Then we have the 99 of Jeff Burton and the 16 of Ted Musgrave. Terry Labonte sits alongside the 8 of Bobby Labonte. And the 4 of Sterling Marlin rides next to Bill Elliott. Michael Waltrip and Ward Burton starting to row together. Bobby Hamilton and the 90 of Dick Trickle. The 42 of Kyle Petty and the 12 of Jimmy Spencer. The 75 of Morgan Shepherd, apologies, that's a few years too early. And the 25 of Ken Schrader. If you add up this row, you actually get 100, so there you go. The 81, Kenny Wallace. The 14, Racing for Kids magazine, Jeff Green. Look at this little car. Look at it. It's a nice little scheme here. It's kind of adorable. It's on the hood of it here. Rusty Wallace, the 30 of Johnny Benson. The 71 of Dave Marcus. The 37, John Andretti. Joe Nemechek. This is Wally Dallenbach Jr., Rick Mast, Jeremy Mayfield, Ricky Craven, Robert Presley, Lake Speed, Randy McDonald's back, all right, Darrell Waltrip, and Bobby Hillin Jr. This is it, folks. Can we just go by TV cameras for this race? The field fires up here. The pace car will slowly roll off, showing Dale Earnhardt clean green racetrack in front of him. That's right, 500 miles, 20 laps ahead of Dale Earnhardt and Ernie Irvan. Which one will take the checker flag the quickest? I don't know. But as the 1996 season gets more interesting with the championship battle, so too does the placement of the two cars across from one another, fourth and first, whatever you know what the hell I'm saying. We're green flag. That was a terrible. This is why I'm not actually pretending to be a real commentator, folks. I would not call races very well. Oh my God, Bill Elliott almost dies down in the 1. It looks like he tried cutting off the 4 Sterling Marlin, but is unable to do so as he cuts back up in front of the 8. Back up here we have the 88 trying to chase down the 3. And now he goes to the inside. This is the battle for the lead, folks. Ernie Irvan, Dale Earnhardt. He doesn't do it. And now actually around the top group comes your points leader, Ricky Rudd, as Earnhardt starts trying to break the draft. He says, no, you stay away from me, Ricky Rudd. And Ricky Rudd says, no, I will not. And now Ernie Irvan, he moves to the inside there, trying his best to get back to second place officially. That 88 Ford has had an up and down season. He has certainly had a good year, though, with his first year in the number 88 car for Robert Yates Racing. Of course, the 6 car there of Mark Martin going under the 10 of Ricky Rudd right now. The points battle is fierce right now. As you would see, it would actually swap back hands to Dale Earnhardt to 15 points as an advantage. But now Ernie Irvan says, no, I want the lead. And he's going to try his best to take it. Hey, love your videos, man. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you. I really do. As we continue racing here. Side by side. Oh, God. It's been a long day. Dale Earnhardt leads lap number 3, I believe that was. Or that's lap 2. Well, I've lost count. And, oh my God, Ricky Rudd's going 3 wide. Ricky Rudd, he is showing his might. He backs out of it. And now Ernie Irvan will go back into the lead here with a push from the man he was racing's championship rival, Ricky Rudd. Mark Martin has shown his face near the front. The 24 of Jeff Gordon has as well, as it's an onslaught of Fords and Chevrolets racing through the tunnel turn, down through the short chute into turn 3. Ernie Irvan has pulled away to a quite sizable margin. The biggest lead of the day probably by anybody. But that's still not very much, as Ernie Irvan leads. Ricky Rudd tries to clear that number 3 of Dale Earnhardt. It is actually a very good run for this 29. The Cartoon Network machine is hooked up and humming in that top groove here, racing Jeff Gordon. 10, not being able to clear here. Mark Martin actually going to get to the outside of mirrors. They're 3 wide through 1. Jeff Burton says, let me get into some of this here. And he has to back out. Too tight of a radius around there. Slows the car down. And allows the 29 to slip back into a single file pattern. The 10, Ricky Rudd, looking again at his championship competitor. So it looks like these two have been shaping up to fight each other for the title this year. The field very racy back there, through and through. I don't believe we had a caution the last 2 races at least. Maybe the last 3. I don't remember having one at Michigan. Someone could probably go back and check if they wanted to. We go back through the field here. Bobby Hamilton, look at that. 5th place in points. He's having a good run here, just outside the top 10, I believe. Ahead of last week's pole winner, Dale Jarrett. Jeff Bodine there on the outside. And now he's looking at Sterling Marlin. Back up here, you see the 28 of Davey Allison fighting Ted Musgrave. And Dale Earnhardt's actually trying to draft back up to that number 88 of Ernie Irvan. He's trying to get there close as he can. As they are single file through the field. We now take a moment of relaxation. Moment of relief as the field can easily just drive around here. It's a typical Pocono race. There's barely anything happening. We gotta wait for pit stops for stuff to get interesting. Look at that. Here comes Ernie or Ricky Rudd. I'm gonna mix those two up. I don't know why. Ricky Rudd and Ernie Irvan names. Those two names, for some reason, catch me off a lot. These three are grouped up and going. Mark Martin and Terry Labonte in the top 5 as well. I just was looking here. Has Ernie Irvan won a race this year? He's potentially hunting for his first victory in this car as Ricky Rudd goes for second. He might be hunting for his first victory. Rusty Wallace won Talladega. I forgot about that. There we go. Ernie Irvan won the Food City 500, so he has one win. The spring race here as Dale Earnhardt's been passed. Alert! Dale Earnhardt's been passed. Here on lap number 7, nearing the halfway point here. I don't know when pit stops are going to be. But strategy is always very weird here, so you have to always keep that in mind. Down the short chute into turn number 3. People tapering a little low here. Coming through turns 3 here. Looks like Ernie Irvan's going to pit. Dale Earnhardt. So we got a caution. We have a crash. Where is it? Oh my God. Morgan Shepherd's hit the wall. Morgan Shepherd in the factory store 75 has slapped the fence with Kenny Wallace. And every person is pitting. Every man is pitting except a few. I do not know what this means. Why are they pitting? We're under caution. They're obviously not going to lose a lap because they're going to be able to get out way before the pace car gets here. But I have to imagine all of these drivers are going to be EOL'd because of the fact that they pitted before the caution came, while the caution was coming out. That might be the case. It also might not be the case. Perhaps they caught the caution and now we're going to actually undercut Dale Earnhardt and file all these people back. We're going to have to see. Ernie Irvan wins the race off. Ricky Rudd second. Terry Labonte third. This also doesn't mean they can make it on one stop. They're going to have to stop again. They only made it to lap 8. There's no way they're saving that gas. Especially even under caution. Now before we take a see what happens on these pit stops, let's take a look what happened to Morgan Shepherd here on lap number 7. Ooh. Oh, God. Coming down in the short chute. Oh, they just get together, him and Johnny Benson, and then, oh. Now what happens to Kenny? Oh, Kenny Walsh just gets a piece of it, and nowhere to go here. FYI for the for the stability of the stream, if there is a dip in performance and or random blackout, just keep in mind. It appears the wind has picked up near me, so just a inkling of what's going on potentially. But to the race here, we'll keep going until potential disaster occurs. Dale Earnhardt. It looks like he is going to come down, obviously. They all swerve down the pit lane. Him and Derek Cope. And win the race off. Kenny Wallace getting some repairs. Dale Earnhardt will pass back by. Now what's he going to do on the thing? He will be... Oh! Dale Earnhardt will be stuck all the way back in 24th on pit stops. Ooh, man, he got hosed. Dale, while that may have looked good for Dale, he actually loses 20 spots for this restart just past halfway. Not only that, but what is the strategy going to be for the late race pit stop here? We're going to have to see, because man, oh man, we do not have enough fuel to make it home. But it's going to be close. Here we go. Ernie Irvan takes off here over Ricky Rudd. Terry Labonte, Mark Martin, Greg Sachs, Jeff Burton, Bill Elliott now. Jeff Gordon, Jeff Green up here. Look at that. That little car. Now you see Ernie Irvan and Ricky Rudd. They're racing hard here. Ricky Rudd, big smile on his face. He goes, yes. Yes, my championship rival's in the back. Yes. Yes, it'll be all mine, as he evilly laughs and chases the leader of the race and potentially his back-to-back victories here. Terry Labonte says, oh, yes, I need to try and chase these men down. Ernie Irvan is just happy to be here. Of course, this is the track about 5 years ago. He nearly injured Richard Petty at when he was driving way over his head and wrecked the entire field off of turn 3. Then was forced to apologize shortly after. A wreck that looks eerily similar and accurately to the 2022, I think it's 2022, maybe it was 2021, Jeb Burton flip that happened here in real life. Look up those two wrecks and compare them. They're very interesting in how similar they are. I tell you what, that 29 car, Steve Grissom in the top 5, is putting out a great show today. Look at that. I mean, what the hell's the name of the dinosaur on the side of that? The Flintstones dinosaur, their pet dinosaur, the dog. And that's not a dog, but it's basically like a dog. I don't know, for some reason I want to say Clifford, but it's Clifford the big red dog. It's not Clifford the, whatever. Is Barney wearing a shrub on the side of that thing? Hold on a minute. What is on the side? Well, Barney is riding a crocodile? That's the DuPont logo. I don't know what that is. There's Fred Flintstone losing his marbles. Dino is his name. Okay. Thank you. Like, could not recall. 7 laps to go. How has Dale's progress to the field potentially been? Well, he's 20th. He's not doing much. That is the right front tire. I was not looking at I know the camera was, but I was not looking at the right front tire. I was looking at the whatever the hell that purple thing was on the side of the car. It's pronounced Dino. Let's see. Well, off of turn 2, it's 6 laps left. You missed the Cartoon Network cars. I was not old enough to see them. I actually was not alive when I think most of them ran. But they were unique. They were very unique. I thought for a little bit there, the rumor was a Cartoon Network guy was actually going to fold there for a while. Which would have been a shame if Cartoon Network did actually fold. Are we seeing pit stops here? What's going on? Yeah, we're seeing pit stops. What in the hell? Ernie Irvan's coming out with 5 laps to go. Here comes every man that wants to pit this time. Look at that. Every one of them flying right down here. Some of them staying out. And this is where it's going to get interesting. Terry Labonte leads. He's going to pit with at least 4 laps to go. Maybe less. Who knows what it could be? Who knows what Dale Earnhardt will do with all that extra fuel he saved there by going around an extra lap under caution and then pitting the next lap and then saving again. Who knows what Dale Earnhardt will do and those guys behind him. What I know right now And it looks like Terry Labonte's fading towards the inside. He will come down here with 4 laps to go along with the other 4 drivers that are with him. Through 3 and 4. Who will come and who will stay out this time? Dale Earnhardt will pit as well. The brave man. There we go. John Andretti stays out another lap. John Andretti running a fuel economy run, saying, I can make it. He probably can't. He's still going to have to do at least another 4 laps. But John Andretti is going as far as he can. He is stretching and he's praying for a yellow. If a caution comes out, he might be able to save to the finish under yellow. We have seen a wreck in this race before. We could see it again. But John Andretti in that Little Caesars Kmart car. Talk about a really awesome combination. Little Caesars and Kmart. But now the 37 turns left. And it appears that John Andretti will also make a pit stop here. Coming to 3 laps to go. He is turning left. He is coming down the pit lane. And now to the surface of his crew. Who's the leader? It's Terry Labonte, Mark Martin, and Ricky Rudd. Look at that. Ernie Irvan has fallen way back. What occurred? Another bad pit stop for someone who was contending. And Terry Labonte now has clean sailing over Ricky Rudd and Mark Martin. And I keep calling him Steve Grissom. It's Greg Sachs. I'm an idiot. Oh, and we really thought that potentially John Andretti could beat him off the pit lane, but that was not the case. Jeff Gordon getting up here into the top 6, the 1995 champion. Now down the Long Pond straightaway here. With 3 laps to go, Terry Labonte holds a steady lead over Ricky Rudd as they work through the tunnel turn down into the turn 3 here, the short chute. They slowly draft back together, and potentially Rudd can get a run here maybe the final 5 miles, and maybe, just maybe, he could pass him to get his 2nd win in a row. If we take a look back here, Dale Earnhardt trying to work his way back up. Fighting the 90. That would be for 16th place. This is not going to be a good day for Dale Earnhardt in terms of points. Not at all. But with 2 to go, it's going to be a great day for Ricky Rudd. Going through turn number 1. Can he get that number 5? The 7. The 6 and the 29 drafting up together. The 24 there. The 94 as well. Getting tighter and tighter going into the tunnel turn. This will be the white flag lap the next time by. That Kellogg's Corn Flakes machine is screeching down these long straightaways at this 2.5 mile racetrack. And Mark Martin is screeching to the underside of Ricky Rudd here, trying to see if he can get to the inside here, coming to the white flag. If that happens to be the case, I don't think they'll have any shot in passing Terry Labonte. But Rudd holds on. White flag in the air for Texas Terry, the Iceman himself, going down the front stretch one last time. Here comes Mark Martin for 2nd place. Ricky Rudd's going to look high and try and make sure he can hold on. They're side by side, the 2 drivers dueling neck and neck, the 2 Fords, insulated by 2 Chevrolets. Down the back straightaway, the Long Pond stretch. The 10 will get the draft off of that 5 car, but it is far too late for him to actually try and catch him. Mark Martin slots back the line and runs defense in the 29. And through the tunnel turn one last time, it appears that for the 20th time in his NASCAR Winston Cup Series career, Terry Labonte from Corpus Christi, Texas, is going to claim victory in this splendid series over Ricky Rudd, a former driver of the car he is currently driving. Terry Labonte wins. So the rest of the field goes by here. Terry Labonte wins. Ricky Rudd 2nd. Mark Martin 3rd. Greg Sachs gets a 4th place finish. 5th is Jeff Gordon. 6th, Bill Elliott. 7th, Davey Allison. 8th, Jeff Burton. 9th, Jeff Green. 10th, Ernie Irvin. Dale Jarrett, Michael Waltrip, Dick Trickle, Jeffrey Bodine, Dale Earnhardt, Bobby Hillin Jr., Jimmy Spencer, Ricky Craven, Joe Nemechek, Ted Musgrave. 21 through 30, we got Bobby Labonte, Bobby Hamilton, Robert Presley, Rusty Wallace, Ward Burton, Jerry Mayfield, Rick Mast, Sterling Marlin, Ken Schrader, and Derek Cope. Falls back there. John Andretti, Dave Marcus, Darrell Waltrip, Randy McDonald, Kyle Petty, Lake Speed, Johnny Benson, Wally Dallenbach Jr., Morgan Shepherd, Kenny Wallace. There's your top 40. 40 cars that ran the race, actually. So now the points, I'll read them to you here because, again, I don't have any fancy graphics. Ricky Rudd leads the points over Dale Earnhardt by a moderate 52 points. Terry Labonte cuts into the lead battle here. He's about 119 back. And only 67 back at Dale Earnhardt, which he could close very easily at the next track. Davey Allison in 4th. Falls back a little more. Jeff Gordon in 5th. 6th, Mark Martin. 7th, Bobby Hamilton. 8th, Bobby Labonte. 9th, Jeff Burton. 10th, Dale Jarrett. This really turned into a 3-car race at the front of the field. So, with that, we now go to the next race. The biggest wild card in all of stock car racing. One that drivers fear and some look forward to. Let's go to Talladega. Pull it up here for everybody. All right. We're at Talladega Super Speedway here in 1996. The 1996 Die Hard 500. Die Hard batteries. See there on the pole is Ernie Irvin. And Jeff Burton to his outside. It's a Ford lockout. Let's take a look-see at the pole sitter here. So Ernie Irvin on the pole, Jeff Burton second, Terry Labonte third, last week's winner, Derek Cope, the 1990 champion, Dale Earnhardt and Ricky Rudd starting side by side once again. It feels like these guys cannot get away from each other, but they won't be side by side for long with this track. Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Bobby Hamilton, Greg Sachs again after a good run last week. Jeff Bodine, Johnny Benson, Ted Musgrave, Bill Elliott, the 25 of Ken Schrader, Bobby Labonte, the 1 of Rick Mast, the 90 of Dick Trickle, Davey Allison, Jimmy Spencer, Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin, the 87 of Joe Nemechek, the 81 Kenny Wallace, the 18 of Dale Jarrett, the 95 is that Gary Bradbury? It sure is. 75 of Morgan Shepherd, the 23 of Jerry Mayfield, Loy Allen Jr. still in this car in the 19. Kyle Petty. The 44, that's Jeff Purvis. It sure is. The 97, Chad Little right there. Yep. The 21 of Michael Waltrip, Dave Marcus, Wally Dallenbach Jr., Bobby Hillin Jr., Ricky Craven. The 22 of Ward Burton, Robert Presley, Lake Speed, Darrell Waltrip, and John Andretti. I almost said Jeff Andretti. That was weird. So with that, this is it. This is Talladega, folks. I'm not even going to put the score up. We're just going to watch this puppy. This is one of the craziest races on the schedule. Put who you think's going to win in the chat here. Someone says Derek Cope they think is going to win. They're putting their money on Cope. Good thing Jeff Gordon didn't crash in this, unlike the thumbnail. He did not crash in the Pocono race. Talladega. Yes, sirree. Here we go. This is it. This is for all the chips, folks. All the money. This race was first ran in 1969 when the drivers protested And Richard Brickhouse actually won this race. I think Davey will win. That's a good, interesting pick. He has won a plate race since the Daytona 500, so he's overdue for a plate win. Here we go. Pace car is pulled in. Now we are ready. Green flag is in the air, folks. And we're racing. Ernie's going to have a good lead for a second there. And now immediately Terry Labonte's going to get the inside of him here, side by side through turns 3 and 4 immediately. Now, of course, we have some things we'll have to look through here. Down the front straightaway for the first time. 3 wide already. Terry Labonte, side by side, neck and neck. 2 and 3 wide. Look at them jostling, going over the bumps. 4 wide already here. Look at this. 4 wide. Now back to 3 wide. 3 by 3 as Terry Labonte, last week's winner, takes the lead here with a push from Mark Martin. Triple file throughout most of the field. Look at him. Side by side as Mark Martin works both lanes. Here comes Bobby Hamilton, that blue and red 43 car for Richard Petty and Petty Enterprises here. Bill Elliott pushing it. Another famous name of the sport. 3 and 4 wide again through turns 3 and 4. Cars jostling over the bumps, through the crevices. And now off of turn 4 down the front stretch. Off the back stretch. 3 wide again. Look at this. Rick Mast has appeared here as Terry Labonte works the grooves here. The 3 other cars behind him. And will lead this lap. Triple file still led by Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, and Mark Martin. Now it's Ernie Irvan as Mark Martin tries to go to the bottom groove here. But Rusty Wallace, the spring winner here, comes through turn 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to draft into a single file line. Bobby Hamilton, look at this. Everybody, it's an elevator. They hit ground floor, and it's Bill Elliott who gets off first down the back stretch of the turn 3. He will not be able to get to the inside, though, of that 43 car, who gets a shove to the front of the field. 4 wide. You see the 95, Gary Bradbury, Bobby Labonte, and that number 97 of Chad Little went 4 wide there for a second. They're jostling again. Look at that, the 43, top to bottom there. He's going to be able to hold off many of the cars behind him here as they're 3 and 4 wide still. Look at this. Rusty Wallace to the inside with a push from Sterling Martin. Oh, the 90's on the apron. Oh, he's on the apron. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. They're all checking up a little bit. Be careful. Be careful. I don't know what happened to the 90 car. Appears some sort of mechanical failure. Something is broken for Dick Trickle. There, he loses all those positions here. Is there 3 and 4 wide? Dale Earnhardt, Davey, Allison, Mark Martin. Neck and neck, 4 wide. That's where it gets in antsy here. 4 by 4. Holding on. Davey Allison really tight with that 25 car. Dale Earnhardt holding on in that middle groove here. 4 wide still. The championship competitor trying to hold on. We don't know where Ricky Rudd is right now, but he certainly isn't in this front pack. No, there he is actually. He's in the bottom groove. As Rusty Wallace still leads here just past lap number 5, just in the lap number 5. Chad Little out of nowhere in that Pontiac has charged the front with a push from Gary Bradbury. These 2 underdogs working together. And how can we forget about Joe Nemechek in the top groove there for that 87 team? 25 of Ken Schrader works to the bottom there in his Hendrick Motorsports car. 3 wide still as the field behind him is greatly scattered apart there. But Rusty Wallace working the bottom groove here, holding on. That 2 car is fast at the moment. That plate package seems to be good. 3 wide again. They are antsy. Look at that. Chad Little throwing blocks. Here comes Jeff Burton. Look for his first career victory. The 98 of Derek Cope pushing him. The 1990 Daytona 500 winner. How can we ever forget about that? Where he beat Dale Earnhardt after he blew a tire going into turn number 3 on the last lap. Triple file still. Derek Cope working all the lanes imaginable, trying to hold on to here. Greg Sachs, the 1985 July Daytona winners up here. Won that race for the Dygar team in a second car, number 10. With such a surprise victory, Bobby Allison actually quit the team after that, citing that he thought that they were giving him better resources when it was really an R&D car. But now, right now, Derek Cope leads the field over Greg Sachs, 2 Daytona winners. And now they're going to be side by side as Mark Martin pushes. Mark Martin, who won this race back in 1994, looking to try and claim another one of these races here today. And he's got to push from the 1986 Daytona 500, where that's Jeffrey Bodine there. And at number 7, he's driving for his own team here as he goes all the way to the bottom, trying to get to the 3 wide position of Mark Martin. As they're 4 wide back here. 4 wide, Jeff Gordon, Ricky Craven, side by side here. The 16 of Ted Musgrave. They're going to hold on here. No, maybe not. They're going to slam. Up, oh my God. Upside down goes the number 41 and the 24. Gordon drives it out, but the 41 is on his lid. Oh, the 21 piles in. Massive accident here. And Ricky Craven has gone for a ride, and he will stay on his roof as the miracle workers on pit lane and the tow truck drivers get him back on his wheels in a matter of milliseconds. What a massive crash here has occurred off of turn number 4 at Talladega. Davey Allison slow in the grass here. We got a lot of torn up cars. Jeff Gordon is driven away from the flip. Jeff Gordon has driven out of the flip. He appears to be all right, but he is damaged. Oh, we got a crash on the back straightaway. I keep calling him Ricky Rudd. It's Ernie Irvin. Ted Musgrave. What has occurred? What did I miss when I was simming this race? Oh my goodness gracious. Ernie Irvin has piled it up on the back straightaway. Doing what? God damn it, I wasn't paying attention when I was simming the race. Oh my God, and it appears that through brain rot, multiple drivers get involved in an accident here. There was some sort of oil on the back straightaway, and someone's hood flew up, and they didn't see where the oil was, and a fan threw something out on the racetrack. It was tacks, and just a big mess there. I mean, I don't know how many cars are left. How many people are torn up? I mean, Greg Sachs is leading the race. Before we go on here, let's take a look at what happened here to Ricky Craven. Ricky Craven went for a ride. He's already out of the race here. Had to get that car back on its wheels to even be able to get him out of the car at the moment. Let's take a look-see back at what occurred here. Take a look-see here. Slow motion. Looks like Ricky Craven's riding in the second lane here. Musgrave's gonna step up. It did. Well, hold on. But these guys pitting. It almost looks like that. If you look here, everyone's down here on the apron. I think they were coming down pit lane, and Musgrave didn't want to pit and tried stepping up there, and he didn't realize the 41 was that close to his bumper, and this sends it into an onslaught here. They all slam into the Die Hard 500 billboard. And it is on as Ricky Craven goes for a ride. You see the front bumper flying off of that car up on his roof. The 87 getting up, the 24 getting up on its roof here. Jeff Gordon goes for a wild ride here. But he lands the car as multiple cars go spinning. Davey Allison, is he getting a piece of it? He's going to slam into Bobby Labonte up there in a shot right here. And Davey's going to actually slap the wall. Bam! Hard hit for Davey Allison. See all these cars here sliding and crashing, slamming into one another. Oh, Michael Waltrip just didn't have any brakes there. Forgot where he was. The 41 of Ricky Craven has a wild ride here. Absolutely crazy ride. I think we have to ride on board with him. I think we have to ride on board with Ricky Craven. You're hearing it, folks. Listen to the roar. Oh, God. Wow. What a ride. See the sparks, the debris. Look at that. He stops. Let's go back. Let's look from the rear of Ricky Rudd. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Let's look at the rear camera from Ricky Rudd. What does he see from behind? Wow. Oh, man. I mean, that is just... Oh, man. They're just... Oh, Davey's still wrecking. People were vading down pit lane and everything. Wow. What does Chad Little see? I see him up here. Did he make it through the wreck? Let's take a look-see at Chad Little. We'll ride on board with him here. We'll ride on his on his onboard here. Here we go. What does he see? Oh! Oh my God! Holy! Chad Little went under Jeff Gordon. Oh my God! Chad Little with the wreck avoidance of the year. Oh my God. Chad Little went under Jeff Gordon to avoid this accident. I mean, holy Toledo. Look at that. Look at, he's trying to get through it there, just missing that car. I mean, that is... Car still wrecking and swerving, slamming off the wall in front of him. I mean, you know, that is incredible. I need to take a look at this one more time here. I mean, this is just... Does he really go under Gordon? So they hit. You know what? This will tell us. Oh my gosh, this is a vicious accident. Good God. Oh my... How would you like to see this happening in front of you? Oh my good God. How did he avoid this crash? Chad Little. Look at this. I mean, look at this car. How does he avoid this wreck? There are cars wrecking within inches of him on 4 fronts. I mean... Oh, he does clip the 41 a little bit. But I mean, hell, scraping the paint over frickin' that. My God. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever seen a wreck avoidance that close. Ever. I mean, good gravy. I gotta keep watching. I'm just... Oh, look at this. I mean, good... Oh my God, Ernie. Look at Ernie misses this wreck. And then he gets totaled on the backstretch later. But does he I think he does miss this. Look at this. Oh my good... Wow. Did Dale get through it? We didn't check Dale yet. Dale's on pit lane. It looks like he made it through. Which we already checked Rudd. Rudd was ahead of it. So he's pitting, yeah, and then... Oh... He looks like he got away from it pretty good here. He's actually going to use the wrecking car to pass somebody. I mean, that's got to be pretty disorientating for Dale Earnhardt. He's like, oh man, that was a bad wreck. Wait, that flipping car just passed me. Did Terry make it through last week's winner? Oh, God. Oh, it's another really good wreck of ones. Look at this. Oh, he's in the top group. Oh! Oh, Bobby Hamilton gets involved. Good wreck avoidance here by Terry Labonte. A lot of big names here avoiding this. Saw Rick Mess spinning down into the inside wire. What happened to Rick? Ooh. Oh! Oh, man, he almost hit that pit end. Or that wall end, sorry. Wow. Alright. I think that's enough of the replays here. I apologize for doing so many of them. That Chad Little one is insane. So, what's going to be the field now? A lot of people pitted under that. I don't even know who's going to be left. Now, we're probably going to have to pit again. I'm also getting reports that Ricky Craven was alert and conscious, by the way. But he was taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. So we will keep that in mind. We'll be looking at for further evaluation. Cars pull out. Gun down the stop go, man. Let's take a look-see here. Who's leading the race now? It's Jeff Bodine who is leading the race. Look at that man. Jeff Bodine leads the Die Hard 500. And we're going to have at least another pit stop in this race here. As he leads. I don't think anything crazy happens. No, I do not believe anything insane happens. So here we go. We got... Who's left here? We've got the 7 of Bodine, Loy Allen Jr., Johnny Benson, the 42 of Kyle Petty. Jeff Purvis made it through. John Andretti, Dave Marcus, Lake Speed, Kenny Wallace, Jeremy Mayfield, Ward Burton, Jimmy Spencer, Greg Sachs, Rusty Wallace, and I'll just tap through here very quickly to see the rest of the field that is left. So here we go. We're getting ready to go back green. Sorry, I'm moving around the notes here. Pace car is off. And we are back underway with about 8 laps to go. 8 laps left here at Talladega Super Speedway. Jeff Bodine leads, but we know everybody will have to make at least one more stop. Tab this back up here. And there goes Loy Allen, going for the lead here potentially. Jeff Purvis, look at him making some moves. I wonder how long they would have replayed that wreck in real life. I don't know. If they had some of the angles we did, they probably would have been like, they probably would have replayed that a bunch. Oh, look at this, they're all getting dicey here. If it was Fox, they would have missed a lot of the replays and showing kids in the stands and infield and Boyer talking about something not race related. Well, we can't see anybody in the grandstands here, thankfully. Roll a cube. Roll a cube. But Loy Allen Jr., I tell you what, I believe he at some point won some sort of Pro Cup race here, like way back in the day. Oh god, they try to go 4 wide again. And here comes Jeremy Mayfield, trying to look for his first career victory. Mayfield right to the back bumper of that 19, but he doesn't do anything with it. Greg Sachs. I mean, if Greg Sachs were to win, it'd be his first Cup win in 11 years. Bill Elliott, it'd be his first Cup win since 1992. Oh, 3 wide. And look who's come up here, and look who's racing together. Dale Earnhardt and Ricky Rudd. You cannot separate these two drivers in championship standings. And Mark Martin's right there as well. They race 3 wide for the lead here. Can Ricky Rudd clear him? He clears Dale. He clears Mark. He wants to get those 5 bonus points. for leading a lap. Can Ricky Rudd do it? We're coming to 5 laps to go. These are crucial. He needs to hold on here. Rusty Wallace drops low. He's looking under the 6 car. We're coming to 5 laps. Just about over 10 miles. And Ricky Rudd is going to grab 5 crucial bonus points as we approach the final stops of the day, which should be the next 2 to 3 laps probably. Through 1 and 2 again. Mark Martin right up on the tailpipes of that 10 car. 3 Fords charging around this racetrack. And now Rusty Wallace goes to the inside. The depleted field that we have right now. And it appears Rusty doesn't have any momentum. Wally Dallenbach Jr. He is reporting from the 4th place position. He has moved up and he's got a push from at 75 of Morgan Shepherd, but not for long. Last week's winner Terry Labonte's come to the inside there as we see pit stops again. Oh, Dale Earnhardt's wrecked! Dale Earnhardt's been spun! The 3 car has gone around, the 15 has as well. Cars are pitting. Do we have a caution? We do. I think this might end the race. This might end the race, and Ricky Rudd, if he can make it on gas, will win the race. The question is, he's going to be on fumes, I'd have to imagine. Morgan Shepherd is there as Dale Earnhardt is spun trying to get the pit lane. Oh my mercy, 2 wrecks off of pit lane entrances, and Dale Earnhardt is the casualty of 1. What many thought would be possibly his best track has turned awry immediately. Ricky Rudd. We'll actually take a look really quickly at what happened to Dale Earnhardt here. He does come off pit lane here, but I mean, I don't think we're going to get back green. I just don't think we are. So what occurs? He comes off of turn 4. He's trying to pit. He's trying to pit from the 4th groove. I mean, I don't know what kind of idiot would ever try and pit from the 4th groove at a plate track. Like, I mean, what in the good God was that? And then he just says hell with it and he arca pits. Derek Cope is like, I'm sorry about 1990 as he comes back off the grass. But Dale Earnhardt is not happy. And I'm telling you, I don't know what's going to happen here under this caution here. I mean, I don't think these guys can make it on gas either. Do you really pit? Yeah, of course you pit. He splashes, he gets gas. Oh, but it's going to have everybody... These guys are going to beat him off pit lane. Mark Martin is your leader now. Will we see a green-white checker? Will we see a final lap restart here? Maybe just a green checkered here. We'll know here if we get the caution lights turning off. No, the race is official. It's over. So Mark Martin is going to win, as long as nothing crazy happens here, pacing, over Rusty Wallace, Wally Dallenbach, Loy Allen Jr., John Andretti, Terry Labonte. Ironically, Dale wrecks and is going to finish higher than Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd finishes 20th. Rusty actually ran. No, he didn't run, I guess. So Dale gets 7th. Kenny Wallace 8th. 9th, Jeff Purvis. 10th, Lake Speed. Benson Colt, Marcus Spencer, Ward Burton, Gary Bradbury, Bobby Hone Jr., Rick Mast, Chad Little 19th, and Ricky Rudd gets 20th. So Rudd actually is going to lose points to Dale after all that. That is a shame. But Shepard, Petty, Sachs, Mayfield, Bodine, Elliott, Presley, Jarrett, Waltrip, Schrader, Marlin, Hamilton, Musgrave, Ernie, Irvin, Bobby Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Joe Nemechek, Michael Waltrip, Ward Burton, Davey Allison finishes 40th, Ricky Craven 41st, and Dick Trickle finishes 42nd. With that, your points after this race, after Talladega, the last plate race of the year. We see Mark Martin win, get his, his 13th career victory. Ricky Rudd has only a 9-point lead over Dale Earnhardt. Terry Labonte cuts that points lead down to 71. Actually, I think he loses points, so he's down to 71 now. Mark Martin, he is now 4th place, 188 back. And then we have Davey Allison way back, Jeff Gordon way back, over 300 points back. All those guys are. Bobby Hamilton, Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, and Jeff Burton is your top 10 in points. So with that, we have gotten through all the plate races. We still have 13 races left to go in the season. And many question marks for only 9 points to answer. I'm trying to fix this note. So now, what's the next track on the schedule? Well. It's possibly the most illustrious track on the schedule. Let's go to it. All right. Here it is, folks. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The Brickyard 400. Only the 3rd ever running of this race. And in the first 2 runnings, we have only seen one winner of this race. That is the number 28 of Davey Allison. Davey Allison won the 94 edition. He's won the 95 edition. And today, in 1996, he is right there. Terry Labonte is on the pole, but Davey Allison will be 3rd. Jeff Burton is on the outside pole. Of course, Derek Cope up here, the 1990 Daytona 500 winner. Dale Earnhardt, Ernie Irvan, Jeff Gordon, Dick Trickle, Mark Martin, Bobby Hamilton, Ricky Rudd back here. He's not going to have the points lead at the start of this race. Bill Elliott, Kyle Petty, Ricky Craven, Rusty Wallace, Michael Waltrip, Greg Sachs, Jason Keller in the 27. Makes an attempt here. Bush driver. Jimmy Spencer, Sterling Marlin, Johnny Benson, Lake Speed, A.J. Foyt in probably the last ever race of his career. He starts up here. Jeff Purvis, Bobby Labonte, Ron Barfield Jr. in that New Holland 91. Morgan Shepherd, Jeff Bodine, Dale Jarrett, Ken Schrader, Kenny Wallace, Ward Burton, Jeremy Mayfield, Bobby Hillen, Rick Mast, Robbie don't remember how this is correctly pronounced. I'm not going to pronounce it because I know YouTube will detect it wrong. So, I'm just going to leave him. You know who Robbie is. Ted Musgrave, Wally Dallenbach Jr., Joe Nemechek, and Darrell Waltrip. So, with that being said, it's the Brickyard, folks. It is, again, one of the most illustrious races on the schedule. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? I mean, honestly, the point the championship road doesn't matter. Can Davey Allison go 3 in a row? Nobody ever at this track has gone 3 in a row. In this universe, that is. Could it happen today? Pace through 3 and 4 here. One last time. Terry Labonte trying to get the first win for Chevrolet. Leads them off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. The pace car takes that hard left-hand turn off. And here we go. The third running of the Brickyard 400 is green. We are a go in Indiana. Look at that already. 5 car. Getting a good jump in the turn number 1. He's going to clear the 99. And Davey Allison going for second. He stabs to the inside of that number 99 car, and he is going to clear. The 3 car as well, charging to the inside. It's neck and neck down the back straightaway with a draft from Davey Allison. Can Dale Earnhardt clear? And here comes Dick Trickle. Dick Trickle coming to the inside. He's going to get there as Dale Earnhardt goes for second on Davey Allison. Davey Allison running a high groove here. The back-to-back winner of this event. The dominant driver at this flat super speedway. He is not going to be able to hold on and will lose second place to Dale Earnhardt on lap number 1. He slots the 3rd place. As Terry Labonte down the front straightaway here where bricks used to be laid will lead lap number 1. The Isle of fans cheer on the Kellogg's Cornflakes number 5 through turns number 1. But here comes Dale Earnhardt in that black number 3. He would do a lot to win this race. Things that we don't even know he would do. And today, he charges on that number 5 car down the back straightaway, trying to pass his fellow Chevrolet. Hendrick Motorsports has never won this event either. As a matter of fact, again, the only person who has won this event in the field is that number 28 car. However, we have multiple winners in the field. How can we forget about the legend, A.J. Foyt, who has won this event 4 times? Not this event, won at this track in the Indy 500 4 times. This is not the Indianapolis 500, if you couldn't tell. But Dale Earnhardt is there. Down the front straightaway, he drafts up to the back bumper of the 5. Will he pull out the turn number 1? He doesn't. He sits. And I believe we see Dick Trickle coming up to Davey Allison for 4th, from 4th place for 3rd. Mark Martin is right there. Last week's winner, Derek Cope. Ricky Rudd there as well. Now down the back straightaway. Dale Earnhardt stalks Terry Labonte. So I'm drinking a little bit of water to keep my voice fresh. You want to hear my luscious voice? Anyway, down through turns number 4. Looks like the 5's going to space out just a little bit. Now the question is, can Davey chase these guys down? Potentially here. Take a look back here. Ricky Rudd trying to chase down Derek Cope. And when will the first pit stop be? We always see strategy comes into play here in these races. Look. When and will it come into play here? Dale Earnhardt stalking the 5 car, doing everything in his power to possibly get around him. Now, he kind of just sits and waits, idly by. Ricky Craven is in this race, by the way. He went through some medical treatment and it's overall alright, but he has some bumps and bruises. Particularly his back is hurt a little bit just due to the fact that that was a pretty vicious accident. But he's alright. He did not get killed or hurt severely. Turns number 3. And turn number 4. Nothing's really happening at the moment here. Besides Mark Martin getting past Dick Trickle. And here comes Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd saying, I have to save my points lead. It is the most important thing to me in my life. That's what he's trying to do right now as he stabs to the underside of that number 98, trying to get by him. Doing everything in his willpower to do it. He's going to clear the 98 car and move himself inside the top 6. Now he sees Dick Trickle, Mark Martin, and Davey Allison. And in front of them is Dale Earnhardt. But Mark Martin is coming on the inside of Davey Allison. Oh, God, it was tight. But they are able to hold on here, and Davey holds on, but not for long. Mark Martin's going to come in to the inside of him in the turn 4. And I believe Davey is going to try and hold on the outside. They are neck and neck down the front straightaway here. in front of all these beautiful race fans cheering on these race car drivers. Davey will edge him at the line by about half a car length. And here comes Ricky Rudd with a huge run. He gets to the inside of that 90 car. Ricky Rudd's going to fire through, and now he's going to attack Davey Allison. Ricky Rudd is on a mission, blowing past the 28 as well. Now he has to look at Mark Martin for third place. He is up to fourth. Davey Allison looks like he will be sliding out of contention slowly but surely in his attempt and his bid to win his third consecutive Brickyard 400. Yes, it is kind of strange that Derek Cope is doing so well, but Jimmy Spencer has kind of fallen off here. They're pitting, by the way, as Mark Martin stays out an extra lap here. That'll be interesting here. He's actually going to make it the halfway. I think everyone should be able to make it on 2 stops. Or on 1 stop, sorry, not 2 stops. On 2 stints, I was thinking more. Mark Martin will cycle around a lap. Did anybody else stay out with him? Bill Elliott did. Man, look at these guys. But pit stops are underway. They all come down. Terry Labonte taking 4 fresh tires and 2 cans of fuel, I bet. Run over to the left side, so unscrew those, and they're good. Here comes Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd is going to come out right behind him here. Dale Earnhardt going to try and take the high side around. Oh, is he going to try and race him on the pit exit lane? Look at this, folks. That is some tight racing off of the pit exit. Oh, man, right there, the 3 car is. Rudd there as well. Mark Martin comes in, though. We'll see where he cycles out. These guys are racing off of the pit lane down the back straightaway, getting up to speed. Terry looks like he held on. Now he has to do it for 1 more stop here. Ricky Rudd looked to have an impressive pit stop here. And Dale Earnhardt is pushing. He wants to get to the inside of him here. Where is Mark Martin? He's coming off now. Where will he come off in relation to the 2 leaders? He's going. He's going as fast as he can. Will it be close? Will it not? We don't see him yet. He's through the short chute. He's going through 2. This is the one last big downgrade in speed. He's going to try and gas it up here. He goes low. There they go. Will he beat Ricky Rudd, though? He's going to try and slot in between them here. It's going to be tight. It's going to be really close. Mark Martin is going to not be able to hold off Ricky Rudd and will slot to 4th place. If a team does well enough, will it stay around if it stopped existing in real life? Yeah, no, yeah. If the team runs really well, it'll stay around. Yeah, I'm not just gonna kill teams if just because it happened in real life. No. If a team runs well, they'll stick around. No, you'll see the prospers of that. In '94, actually, in this universe, Hagen didn't have a sponsor for that entire year and pretty much died out. They actually got a sponsor because of Bobby Hamilton running well in that car and are able to continue. Terry Labonte leading here, looking to win his first Brickyard. He's got Olaf Dale for about 6 more laps here. And potentially he could be a Brickyard 400 winner. You'll also snap Ford's dominant streak here that they've had. Winning 2, the first 2 with Davey Allison. Dale Earnhardt attacks. Can't get close enough. And look who's in 7th, everybody. It's AJ Foyt. AJ Foyt is racing Greg Sachs in 7th place. What a run. What a pile of grip.
AJ Foyt, I think at, what would he be at this point? 60? Running top 10. I was looking through my notes here. We got 5 laps to go. And these guys are pulling away from Ricky Rudd, who is now under attack by Mark Martin with just a slightly fresher tires. This looks like this battle for 3rd place will keep on going here as you reach the finish here. Shout out to Derek Cope. Look at that Bobby Hamilton right there. Davey Allison looks like his defense of his back-to-back will not go well for him. Stuck back here in 9th place. Looks like he will not win 3 in a row. But there's always a chance for new blood. And with 4 laps to go, Terry Labonte is looking to try and do just that. Dale Earnhardt, though, they're in 2nd. We haven't talked about it much, but the championship battle with Ricky Rudd right behind him, he will cut that points lead down to 4 points if it is to finish out the way it is right now. 4 points would be the differential coming out of this race. However, if he were to take the lead, he would actually have a 6-point lead. 6 points would be his advantage over Ricky Rudd. Terry Labonte. Oh, as he goes to the inside. Oh, he's to the inside of Terry Labonte. This is for the race lead. Dale Earnhardt trying to win his first. They tore, and they are not able to make the pass. Terry Labonte runs defense and is able to hold off that 3 car of Dale Earnhardt with making contact with him. And is that tire rubbing on that 5 car? We don't know. Dale Earnhardt might have a right front tire rub. But Dale Earnhardt is going to regroup. He's got 3 laps to go, and he is not going to let the Brickyard 400 slip out of his hands that easily. We have a pass for 3rd place. It is Mark Martin, who's moved up, and it is now a 1-point lead for Dale Earnhardt in the championship. But Dale doesn't care about that right now. He cares about one thing: to lock his lips on the bricks. In this universe, that hasn't happened yet because Dale Jarrett didn't win the 500. Or 400, Jesus. Here he comes. He's going to look here. He's going to try and get closer. Wait a minute. They're coming out pit lane. With 2 laps to go, they're coming out pit lane. And Mark Martin stays out. Mark Martin has stayed out on the racetrack as multiple cars come down pit lane. Can Mark Martin run the economy run? He's got 2 laps to go. He needs to try and just save gas around this racetrack for 5 miles. If he can do this on an economy run, Mark Martin could continue Ford's dominance and win the Brickyard 400. But he has to make it. If he does not have enough gas and either sputters or whatever occurs, then it is anyone's game. Heck, could it be Greg Sachs's opportunity? Through turns 3 and 4. Is he going to come down? He goes through turn 4. Mark Martin is staying out. Will the fuel last? Down the front stretch one last time. The white flag is waving. Mark Martin, immortality awaits you in 2.5 miles. If the fuel can hold as he laps a multitude of cars who have all pitted, thinking they were not good enough on gas. He holds his race pace at over 160 miles an hour, charging towards destiny. Down the back straightaway he comes. Lap traffic dots the track in front of him. The Valvoline 6 Ford for Jack Roush Racing is holding stronger than it ever has. The fuel is lasting. The car is withstanding the pressure. And the man inside is about to carve his name into the history books forever. Mark Martin, passing by Jimmy Spencer, is going to come down the front straightaway. And Mark Martin from Arkansas is going to win the 3rd annual Brickyard 400. On a fuel mileage gamble from Jimmy Fenning for the century, Mark Martin wins the Brickyard 400. back-to-back victories for the 6 team. And Mark Martin becomes the first man besides Davey Allison to win this illustrious race. Bill Elliott gets second. Morgan Shepherd gets third. Bobby Hillen gets fourth. Terry Labonte fifth. Dale Earnhardt sixth. Ricky Rudd seventh. Derek Cope eighth. Bobby Hamilton ninth. And Greg Sachs still gets a top 10. I guess he pitted. Bobby Labonte, Dick Trickle, Davey Allison finishes 13th. Ernie Irvin, Johnny Benson, AJ Foyt, Ricky Craven, Dale Jarrett, Michael Waltrip, Jimmy Spencer. Rick Mast, Ted Musgrave, Sterling Marlin, Kenny Wallace, Robbie, Jeffrey Bodine, Ward Burton, Jeff Burton, Jerry Mayfield, Jeff Purvis, Rusty Wallace, Ron Barfield Jr., Ken Schrader, Jason Keller, Darrell Waltrip, Lake Speed, Jeff Gordon, Lloyd Dollenbach Jr., Kyle Petty, and Joe Nemechek. Well, with all that, the points are 5 between Ricky Rudd and Dale Earnhardt. Only 5 points separate those two drivers. Terry Labonte sits only 48 back now. And Mark Martin only sits 154 back after back-to-back victories. He's cut the points lead in pretty good. He's trying to make it a 4-car race. Davey Allison still sits 5th. Hamilton 6th. Labonte 7th. Dale Jarrett 8th. 9th. Jeff Gordon. And 10th. Jeff Burton. What a last couple races for Mark Martin. And coming up is the last race of the night that we're going to do. It is Watkins Glen. So let's go get you Watkins Glen. Well, the second road course of the year. And here we are. The Bud at the Glen. And, of course, the top 3 in points are the top 3 starters. Terry Labonte on the pole, Dale Earnhardt second, and Ricky Rudd third. See Mark Martin back there in 4th place. 5th place, sorry. Jeff Gordon is in 4th. He's trying to go for 3 in a row. Could be at Watkins Glen here today. Of course, we can never forget about what happened here in 1993. Right there, right behind us here, we look at the place where Brett Bodine was tragically killed in an accident racing his brother Jeff Bodine. He was hooked into the wall and slammed head on. His life was taken. But the show must go on. And today, we have a great show for the fans here. Can Terry Labonte beat the field from the pole? Can Ricky Rudd make his points lead back up here? He's only got 5 over Dale. And we're kind of entering the end of the summer. Can someone finally split away with this championship battle? Regardless, coming through turns 8 and 9, or 7 and 8, or 6 and 7, sorry. No, it's 10 and 11. Cover the last 2 corners here. Oh, Dale Earnhardt's on the pole. I'm sorry, the track is flipped. Dale Earnhardt's on the pole. Silly me. Regardless, here we go. Dale Earnhardt on the pole. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Watkins Glen. Down into turn number 1 we go. Dale Earnhardt's going to try and taper up in front of Terry Labonte and gets the lead. Jeff Gordon trying to attack his teammate potentially. He won this race. He actually lost this race last year to Jimmy Spencer. Remember that. There, Greg Sachs back there has had a chain of great races. And there's Wally Dallenbach. I didn't go through the field. I'm sorry, but I did not go through the field. Oh, yeah. It's a whoopsie daisy. Either way, regardless. It's kind of the same. I mean, we'll tap through quickly, but it's really just a. I don't think there's any huge notable different people in here. I always like to go through to show you if there's any variance of people. Oh god, they are checked up big time right there. Oh, I'm the Ted Musgrave. I don't think there's anybody really fancy in this race. Just boring old 38 drivers. Dale Earnhardt leads in lap number 1. Of course, we'll have to see where the pit stops are going to come out again here. And it's 3 Chevrolets. Actually, it's 5 Chevrolets at the front of the field right now. Oh no, 4. 3 Chevrolets, then Ricky Rudd, then 2 more. Apologies. Rudd is not liking the fact that his championship rival is leading laps right now. Of course, Dale would have the points lead right now. It would be a staggering 20 points. I know it's nothing really at all, but nonetheless. Dale Earnhardt trying his best to run away from Terry Labonte. And Jeff Gordon trying to keep pace with him here. Gordon really hasn't won much this year, and he wants to, kind of say, hey, no one forget about how I won 6 races in a row last year. Complete lap number 2. Dale Earnhardt still holding on. Everyone kind of in a single file line at the moment. Oh, here comes Terry Labonte. As soon as I say something, Terry Labonte dives to the inside. He looks at the inside of the 3 car. Can he make it stick here? The winner from Pocono a couple weeks ago. He is going to get through and clear. And now here comes Jeff Gordon on the outside of Dale Earnhardt potentially. Jeff Gordon trying to charge through, and it'll be a Hendrick 1-2. And now, just like that, his points lead goes from 20 to 10. Currently. Actually, it's 5 points. Apologies. No, it's 10. Sorry, I'm being really dumb right now. It's 10 as we speak. He has the most laps led. And Rudd is right there. And this pass here Rudd could make on him could tie them in points. Through turn number 6 and turn number 7. As much as I hate how they number these corners. Dale's kind of coming back here. 6 laps left. Very short race here. Watkins Glen, by the way. Coming up through the S's one more time, climbing that very steep hill. Dale is right on the back bumper of that 24 car. He wants the spot, and he's going to try and get it down into the inner loop. Hard braking into the Kendall corner, side by side. Oh! Neck and neck. And it's going to be Earnhardt who clears. Dale Earnhardt gets past the 10 car. Now, or the 24 car, and now can the 10 actually get by him? Again, when will we see the pit stop in this race? We always see a pit stop. When will it be? Through turn number 7. We'll be pretty much halfway this time by. Single file. Earnhardt trying to close back in for the lead here. See, Lloyd Dallenbach trying to get a position here on Sterling Marlin. He's going to get that spot for 7th place. Lloyd Dallenbach, always a very impressive road course driver. As we come back up here down the long straightaway into the inner loop once again. Dale Earnhardt trying to see if he can outbrake Terry Labonte through the Kendall corners and into the carousel. They go down this, what, the second straightaway is what they call this? I don't really know what they call that straightaway. Coming around through here, we're going to be coming to 4 laps to go. When will we see pits? I'm very curious when we'll see pit stops. Again, apologies for the massive Nextel bridge for a 1996 race. I do not know why I decided to run on NASCAR on Watkins Glen 2005. That was a very dumb decision of mine. I guess it's for the quality of the racing. Usually. He's reeling in that 5 car, trying his best to get as close to him as he can. Of course, we'll be coming to 3 to go this time. This race, like I said, just flies by. And if Dale can't figure a way out to get around him here shortly. Oh, he kind of looked there for a second. I mean, maybe there's not really a reason to. You know, Dale is riding here. He's going to have about a 10-point lead, and as everybody comes in, this could be the moment where the race flips here. Everybody comes streaking down pit lane, screaming into the pit stops here. Will this be the moment that Dale Earnhardt or Terry Labonte decide who wins this race? Track position is key. What's the strategy? There's only 3 laps left coming off here. You're going to race back, then you race to 2 to go. And then it's pretty much on from there. 5's going to turn in. 3 is as well. Ooh, a little bit slow for that 3 car. Oh, I think Terry. Depends on who has a better get off. Oh, it's 2 tires. And Terry's going to easily do it. Remember, Dale's not going to even get second. Ricky Rudd's actually going to beat Dale off. Oh my goodness gracious. Dale Earnhardt with a horrific stop. The jack must have jammed. And Ricky Rudd now is actually going to be ahead of him. And is actually going to cover Dale on his strategy. Davey Allison up there, I believe he... I don't know why he's up here. I think he pitted the last time by. Yes, I believe Davey Allison. Oh, Davey Allison's 35th. So I'm not in the Davey. No, I think he did pit the last time by. So Davey's actually playing a lap. He pitted a lap earlier. Trying to undercut it here. Looks like it might work out here. Ooh, Greg Sachs is going to get past Ricky Rudd. That's very quick here. And now it's going to be mano-a-mano again. As Terry Labonte's pretty much ran away with it. We come 2 laps to go. And now the 29 gets past. Ricky Rudd needs to hold on for 2 more laps. Like I said, he's going to pretty much cover Dale in this scenario. And the points gap will be 5 coming out of this. Davey right there. 2 laps to go. Ricky Rudd trying to just run away from him here. See the leaders, nothing really changing here. Wally back here. It's going to be pretty much put down. It's going to, this championship is going to be very, very interesting between Dale and Rudd. 2 guys who just do not really like each other right now due to what happened, the bitterness between the Childress situation with Rudd. And overall, kind of the betrayal that occurred there. Let's come to the white flag here for Terry Labonte. One more time around for Texas Terry to win at a road course, when he has done quite a few times in his career. According to get second. Oh, Davey Allison's pitting. He must have not had enough gas or something. I don't know what occurred there. Very weird strategy for Davey Allison, but white flag is out here. Can Ricky Rudd get past 29? Dale Earnhardt is closing. There might be a slight chance that Dale Earnhardt can get to that 10 car, and in effect, if he passes him, he gets the points lead. He'll be on the last lap, though. Up through the S's here one last time. Terry Labonte's got this race in the bag. This is the closest battle inside the top 5. It is the 10 and the 3 car. The championship battle, the championship leaders trying to fight out who wants to get the points lead and coming out. Dale looks. Ricky covers. Back to the inside. They go through the Kendall corners. Dale Earnhardt is all over that 10 car, holding on for dear life. It'll be a 10-point swing. This is for who comes out of this race with the control of the points lead. It would be slim, but it matters that much to these drivers. Dale on the back bumper into 6. He looks low. To the inside in the turn number 6, Dale Earnhardt. He goes to the inside. He goes to outbreak him. Neck and neck. Rudd will have the advantage through this corner. Down into the final corner, Terry Labonte is going to win. And for the points lead coming out of Watkins Glen, it's going to be side by side, a photo finish at the line. But Dale Earnhardt, by half a car length, is going to get him at the line. And will have the 4th place position and the points lead coming out of this race. My, oh my. Last corner pass by Dale Earnhardt on his championship rival. And that has got to make Ricky stew just a little bit. With that, let's take a look at your points. Let's take a look at your finishers actually first. Terry Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Greg Sachs, Dale Earnhardt, Ricky Rudd, Wally Dallenbach, Jeff Burton, Mark Martin, Joey Marlin, and Derek Cope are your top 10. Bobby Labonte, Ernie Irvin, Dick Trickle, Jeffrey Bodine, Ken Schrader, Morgan Shepherd, Rusty Wallace, Dale Jarrett, Bobby Hamilton, and Darrell Waltrip. Your top 20. Kyle Petty, Jimmy Spencer, Ward Burton, Johnny Benson Jr., Jeremy Mayfield, and Rick Mast. Joe Nemechek, Ricky Craven, Dave Marcus, and Bill Elliott are your top 30. And the last 8 cars, Darrell Waltrip, Lake Speed, Robert Presley, Bobby Hillman Jr., John Andretti, Kenny Wallace, Davey Allison with a bad pit strategy, and Ted Musgrave finishes last. And of course, as I look at the points here, tell you all, Dale Earnhardt has only 5 points over Ricky Rudd. But the biggest headline, while those two fought for the championship lead coming out of this race, Terry Labonte with the win, his 21st career victory, he's only 23 points back himself. It's a 3-horse race. As much as they might not want to think about it, it's a 3-horse race. Mark Martin is in breathing room as well. Jeff Gordon moves up to 5th with this good run today. Bobby Hamilton 6th. Labonte 7th. Davey Allison falls all the way to 8th in points. Dale Jarrett and Jeff Burton round out your top 10 in standings. And that's it for tonight, pretty much, everybody. We did 5 Davey Allison races. My voice is getting pretty shot. And that was what I had all planned for tonight. So this is a new format for Davey Allison moving on forward. I want to try and do these every Thursday to kind of give you guys something consistent. A live stream where we do however many races, whatever we want to do, really. Keep the series going. I know for the people who enjoy this series, this is a lot of fun probably. I want to try and make this fun. I wanted to do something newish, but also kind of a homage to the old stuff. I know a lot of you liked watching the full races back when we used to do that, so I wanted to give that to all of you here tonight. And moving on. There'll be a video this weekend. I got something planned, so for all you curious about the documentaries, we have something planned for this weekend. And moving forward, we have a quite a few things. Quite a few things coming up here in 2025. So, without further ado, thank you again, everybody, for watching, for being here, for commenting. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to go to sleep. And tomorrow is the duels. So I hope you guys have fun with that. I bet Briscoe's on the pole, too. That's interesting. So, yeah, other than that, have a wonderful day. I'll see people in the future. Take care. I'll play us out with some music. So, yes. Let me swap it back over.